take to get it out back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. All right, cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Motivational Monday. I am the official urban therapist. I appreciate y'all tuning in today for this episode. Hope y'all had a really great weekend. Like always, I hope and wish for the best with you. One of my biggest wishes for you is when your weekend come around that you just take much needed time off to chill and to relax and just hang out with family and friends. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us who are working adults, you know what I'm saying, we go through the hustle and bustles of this work week. You know what I'm saying? So you need time out to just chill out. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I always emphasize this is because your mental health is very important. You know what I'm saying? You can't always be just like a machine and keep constantly moving without doing something for yourself, without at least taking time out for yourself to chill, to relax, or do something that you enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? So this is the reason why I always say that. You know what I mean? Even if you're not able to do it on the actual weekend, maybe you can want to do it throughout, one of your off days. Like you may be off during the week and stuff like that. Wherever the case may be, your mental health is very important. You know what I'm saying? So you should always take time out for yourself, period. To do things that you enjoy doing, period. You know what I'm saying? You should always do that. Because if you don't, then um, you increase your chances of doing or creating not only mental issues with yourself, but actually physical health conditions with yourself as well too. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do that, all right. Trey, what's up with it, bro? But but yeah, that is very important, y'all. Very important that you do that. Okay, very important. Very important. Very important. Trey Part Two, what's up with it, bro? Man, y'all, I got a treat today. I have Money Boy Trey in the building, and I have the multiverse version of Money Boy Trey too in the building too. Salute to both of y'all. Got Trey in the multiverse Trey in the building as well too. Salute to both of y'all. Salute to both of y'all. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this motivational Monday today. Here's another one of these topics where I want to talk to y'all about, and it's normally dealing with you as the individual. Okay. Today topic that I'm talking about today, it says this: Are you an individual, or are you just conforming to be a non-conformist? All right. The reason why I chose this topic is because I know without a shadow of doubt that a lot of people, a lot of individuals are conforming. They're conforming to certain things just so they can be accepted to the collective or be accepted to the social norm. So they literally end up changing who they are to be something different. You know what I'm saying? Hello, y'all. Give me 1 second. I got a phone call. Give me one moment. I'm gonna mute this. Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. Had to take that important phone call. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go ahead and get into this on topic. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this. All right. So the topic is are you a individual or are you just conforming to be a non-conformist? All right. There's a reason why Urban had chose this particular topic because just like I was stating earlier, um, I observed that a lot of us do this where we end up in other words, being coerced to conforming into certain type of situations, all right, or to certain type of social norms, all right. So I want to just really dive into this, and I want to show y'all the difference between certain things to conform in and certain things that you don't need to conform in, all right. Okay, gotcha. Regular tray. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump to. So in order for me to explain to you about this conforming thing, right? It's better for me to give you a clear definition of what it means to conform. All right. Um, Let me share this on definition with y'all about what it means to conform. Let me show y'all this so y'all can understand where urban is coming from. All right. Now the definition about conforming, it says this. It simply says to comply with rules or standards or law. That's the first one. The next on definition, it says of a person behave accordingly to a socially acceptable conventions or standards. All right. Then the last one, it says to be similar in form or type or to pretty much agree into certain situations. All right. So where I'm gonna be coming from, I'm gonna be coming from the first two meanings. All right, the first meaning talking about comply with the rules and standards or laws. I'm gonna be talking about that meaning, and also I'm gonna be talking about the second meaning, behaving according to a socially acceptable conventions or standard. That's where I'm be coming from. Okay, about this topic. And hopefully by the end of this, I give you out a clear understanding about this. All right. So one thing I want to undo also is this. I want to share this with y'all. Right? When I was in ministry, right? When I was a youth pastor in ministry, right? I had a go-to scripture that I used to teach to the congregation like all the time. Well, it feels like a main sermon that I was preaching about or teaching about, or it feels like a quote unquote Sunday school lesson that I was preaching and teaching about, or um, you know what I'm saying? It feels like vacation Bible school, in on type of things. So this used to be my go to scripture. All right, and I'm gonna share this with you. All right, this excuse me. This scripture, it comes from Romans chapter 12. All right, Romans chapter 12, and I know I'm using the Christian Bible on this, but trust me, there's a purpose behind it. All right. So Romans chapter 12, verse 1, it says this. It says, therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in the view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what is God will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. All right. Now, the reason why this was like my go-to scripture that I always used to teach all the time when I was a youth pastor and also in Christian ministry and stuff is because this scripture, when I was teaching it, this scripture was teaching the importance of conforming versus basically conforming to a social norm or social behavior. All right. So this is the reason why I always go to the scripture, because the scripture uh, actually breaks down the difference between conforming to a social norm versus you actually conforming to something that is morally acceptable, depending on your personal moral compass. All right. So it says this. It says um to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. When people see this where Christians see this, they don't see this as a means to do the quote unquote duties of them being Christians, all right? Which is, well, wherever it is that their duties is to be Christian. I can't give a definite meaning of that because there are different levels to Christianity and what Christians do, and also different sects as well about what Christians do. All right, so I can't give you a definite meaning behind it, but I can give you my personal perspective about what this talking about. All right, when it's time I offer your body as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God, what it's talking about is that you are being an actual living representative of you. You're being an actual living representative of your personal moral compass. All right, your personal moral character or who you are. Okay, so whoever you are, wherever you represent, you are being that quote unquote living sacrifice. You're being that living image where people could actually look at your image and they can make a choice. They can either want to choose to, hey, that this person here, I like how the way this person is. I like how the way he or she perceive things. So therefore, I want to I want to replicate this image. I want to be like this person, not totally be like this person, but be like this person in a way of for us following the same type of moral compass as them. So this is what this first part is talking about. All right. Then the second part is talking about do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. All right. Now, this second part is very, very important. All right. The second part is talking about do not be conformed to the patterns of the world, meaning that do not conform to the do not conform to certain social norms. Okay, you don't have to conform to certain social norms. Like, for example, people want you to be a certain way that they want you to be, not because it would be beneficial for you, but it would be only solely beneficial for them. Period. So they'll do things they'll either manipulate you or to try to get you to be how the way they want you to be. This is the reason why yesterday I had made this on reference to my live yesterday when I was talking about women and women being master manipulators and stuff, right? Where they want you, if they feel that a certain situation isn't right according to their personal standards, their personal moral compass, their personal beliefs, what they're going to do, they're going to try to get the man to conform, or, conform into their belief system, into their personal social norm through manipulation. But what I'm challenging you to do is to don't be conform about these certain social norms, but you be transformed by the renewing of your mind, meaning that the renewing of your mind transformation, meaning that you're constantly evolving yourself, not because somebody is making you do it, but you are personally choosing to do that. You're choosing to evolve yourself. You're choosing to acquire more and more information every single day to make yourself a better person, period, or a better individual, period. Not because the society is telling you to do, not because a certain social norm telling you to do, not because a certain person is telling you to do it. You're doing it because you're doing it for you and only for you alone. There's another part about this too that I want to share with y'all. Notice also it says transformed by the renew in, meaning the term renew in means a continuation, meaning that this is not no one-time deal. That means that it is constant. That means it keep going on and on and on. So in other words, your evolution as you as an individual, your evolution as a human should always be consistently occurring every single moment of your life until you're no longer existing into this level of life. It should always be going. So it should always be things that you are renewing about your mind. You should be renewing about making better decisions about certain situation. You should be renewing about educating yourself better. You know what I'm saying? You should be renewing about learning about certain other type of information that'll be beneficial for you in your evolution. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just be stagnant. You shouldn't be just content with just being at a certain level. You should always want to constantly rise and rise and rise, learn about different things. This is one thing that me personally, this one thing that I do personally every single day. If there are new information that I never know about and people, show it to me, what I do is I go and investigate. I don't believe people, but I'll go and investigate the information, and I choose from there whether if I want to accept it into my moral compass or I would deny it. Same process on with you as an individual. There's so much information that you gather every single day. Well, at least that's what you should be doing. Every single day, gathering information every single day. And you choose as an individual whether if you want to accept it or to deny it. Okay. One other one key thing too that I want to share with you is that let's say that you decide to deny this information. Let me ask y'all this question. Denying the information, is that a bad thing? By denying the information, is it a bad thing? I want to reveal to y'all that people looking at it from the outside in, they may look at it as though it's a bad thing, but this goes back to them try to get you to conform into their personal belief system. Okay. But denying it is not a bad thing. It simply means that this acquired information or wherever this type of norm is, it's just not a good fit for you. Like case in point, right now, and I'm using the biblical scriptures of Christianity and stuff, right? Just to give y'all understanding about what I'm talking about, right? But however, there are some who don't even believe in the Christian belief system, which that is fine. There are some who are not Christians at all. That is fine. It is nothing wrong with that. But however, um, some sects of the Christian belief system that would teach their followers that if people don't comply to their belief system, then there's something wrong with that person. Or they will use triggering words such as you are a sinner or you're a sinning. They'll use these type of triggering words just so it can want to trigger you into a way where you start reevaluating yourself to where you start thinking about, well, should I really do this? Should I really do that? Because this is what they're saying. And they showing proof because they showing, these little scriptures and stuff like that. And everybody is following along with this thing. Maybe it's something wrong with me. But I want to encourage y'all and tell y'all that it is nothing wrong with you. If you don't follow certain type of belief system, if you don't follow certain type of social norms, it is nothing wrong with you. It is practically okay and fine for you to have your own path of what you believe in. Furthermore, it is better. How the way I perceive it is that I perceive it that a lot of people need to get an understanding that all of us are unique and all of us are different. We all been raised differently. We all want to have a different upbringing in everything. We're unique. We're very different. So just because a certain belief system tells you that you have to do the certain thing this certain way, that doesn't mean that individual have to comply to that. It simply means that this system just don't work for that person. That's what it simply means. That's what it simply means. Now, let me show y'all this example too with me personally. All right. When I exit out of Christianity, right? When I no longer consider myself as a Christian or to follow, religious practices and stuff, right? Everyone gave me hell about that. Everyone, my family, my friends, everyone gave me hell about that. They call me an outcast. They said that the devil was using me. They said all kind of crazy stuff. They said I was backsliding. See, I know I'm talking to people right now. They said that I was backsliding in everything. Every negative triggering thing that they could think of, that's what they told me. That's what they told me. I even had individuals who came out the blue. I rarely talk to them, and they came out the blue and started saying, "Hey, brother, God just led me to come and pray for you, brother, and I just want to pray for you. God led me to share you this message. You know what I'm saying? And this is what God lead me to do. Triggering things like that. You know what I'm saying? And each and every time when they say things like that, I challenge them on that. I say, okay, well, if that be the case, if this is actually true, if it's actually true that God, the creator of everything, chose you out of everyone, right, to relay a message to me, right? Why wasn't it easier for instead of him making you be the messenger? Why it's not easier just for him or she or whatever, right? For God to come personally and tell me that message personally. If that be the case. Then every single time these individuals they don't have nothing to say. They can't answer that because in reality they know that it wasn't God that came and told them that message, but it was them based on their feelings and emotions about a certain situation, and they just use God name to co-sign into them saying that. That's what it is. That's the reality of it. That's the honest reality of it. So whatever it is that y'all believe in, wherever your moral compass is at, I urge you and I challenge you to stay firm on your belief. Do not let no one change you. The only time that you should change if it's beneficial for you in your moral compass. If it's beneficial, by all means change. All means do it. Absolutely. But if it's not beneficial to you, no. Do not let nobody manipulate you. Do not let nobody coerce you or anything like that. Period. Don't let nobody do that to you, period. Because it is wrong. It is wrong. Memphis, what's up with it, bro? I see y'all in the chat. What's up with it? Black Truth, what's up with it? Appreciate you tuning in, brother. It's been a while, bro. Been a while since I seen you in my chat, but what's up with it? Hope everything going good for you. But yeah, and there's one other thing too. Let me go back to this meaning real quick. Let me share this meaning again. The other meaning is this when it was talking about comply with rules, standards, or law. Okay. The reason why I want to share this other meaning to you because once again, there's a difference between what I was talking about earlier and what I'm going to talk about right now. All right. What I was talking about earlier, this is dealing with social norm. Religion is part of a social norm. All right. Any type of religious belief system is part of a social norm. But however, this meaning right here, when it's talking about comply with rules, standards, or law, this is different. There are things that are set right now as a law, you know what I'm saying, in this country that you have to comply. Absolutely. You have to comply and absolutely you have to conform to that. And the reason why you have to conform to that is based on your need of survival. Once again, it is based on your need of survival, meaning that it's based on your need of survival in the system in this country. It is based on your need for survival as far as any other type of situation. Like for example, many of y'all probably working right now or have jobs or careers or whatever, right? You have to conform to the policies of that company that you work for. Wherever the policies are, you have to conform to that. And the reason why you conform to that, because this is your means of living. This is your means of making sustainable income so you can survive. It is based on your survival as an individual, as a human. So this particular type of conformity, right? It is nothing wrong with that. It is fine to do that, okay? There are different laws of the land that you have to conform to. And the reason why the laws of the land is placed there is based on your survival, meaning that it is there to safeguard and protect you as an individual. It is there to protect you as an individual, period. And that's the reason why they are put there. So there are different laws dealing with, gun laws. There are different laws dealing with, simple things as driving, any type of laws that are placed there. It is placed there for your protection, and it is placed there to safeguard you as the individual. So this type of conform or conformity, it is nothing wrong with that. It is fine because it's based on your survival. Okay? So y'all understand the difference between the two that I'm talking about. One is dealing with social norm. The other is different dealing with, your survival. Now, the part about the social norm, this is the part that I'm focusing on heavily, meaning that wherever the social norm is, it is your choice as an individual to either conform to it or not. Even if you decide not to conform to it, it is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And do not let people manipulate and tell you that there's something wrong with you. This is the reason why a lot of people have strayed away from, different religious practices or other type of moral compass practices because of what I'm talking about right now. This is the reason why right now you can look at you can look at social norms dealing with, say, for example, the LGBT community. Do y'all wonder why they press so hard to be recognized? They press so hard to be recognized for the simple fact that they want people to accept them for who they are. And it is nothing wrong with acceptance. Heck, every last one of us want to be socially accepted. All of us, regardless of our religious belief, regardless of our lifestyles. At the end of the day, we all want to be socially accepted one way or the other. And to be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it has a fine line to that. When it comes to the point where you have to manipulate people into accepting you or accepting, certain beliefs that you believe in, then that's where the problem comes. Because instead of you being who you are and accepting you for you, you want people to not only accept you for you, but you want people to accept you for you as well too, and forcing them or coercing them to do that as well too. That is not right. And that is why there's so much confusion dealing with social norms. There's so much confusion dealing with, gender equality. There's so much confusion dealing with religion. There's so much confusion on dealing with, lifestyle preferences. So much confusion because people want to be accepted, but at the same time, they want to coerce people. They want to manipulate people into following whatever it is that they believe in. And that's where the problem relies at. The solution to that, to be honest with y'all, the solution to that is simple. It's to simply stop trying to manipulate people. Stop trying to manipulate people into your belief system and just simply understand and accept a person where they at. If we learn to do that, then a lot of situations that we deal with for us culture, for us social norms, all these different type of things will be deviated for real. It really would. If we just accept each other for who we are and stop trying to get us to conform or trying to be something that we're not. One last thing about this, and I'll be done with this. All right, one last thing. This is the reason why, when you're dealing with relationships, right? This is the reason why, one point in time, a person will be this way, right? But as the relationship progresses and stuff, right, that person end up changing. The reason why that person end up changing is because originally, instead of that person being absolutely who they are in the beginning and staying consistent about who they end up conforming. They're conforming to wherever the belief system that person is. This also a reason why I don't recommend when people meet each other dealing with relationships. This is a reason why I don't recommend people telling them, you know what I'm saying, when they're meeting each other, they're telling them, what do you want in a relationship? This is the reason why I don't agree with that. It's because when you tell people that, you're basically giving them a blueprint of how for them to conform to a certain way so they could get what they want. That's basically what you're doing. But instead of saying that, you don't say that at all, and you move according to how the way that person is moving. And you start learning about how the way that person is without trying to change them. Then you choose whether or not if you want to be transformed or renewed through that relationship through them. You choose that after you then gather information about them without trying to manipulate it out of them. All right. So at the end of this whole motivational Monday thing, I want to encourage each and every last one of y'all that dealing with conforming, right, for say social norm perspective. Do not try to conform yourself. You be who you are. Whatever you are, whatever belief system you believe in, you be that, period. Don't allow people to manipulate or change you. You are who you are for a reason. You are absolutely who you are for a reason. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree. But yeah, that's all I got for this motivational Monday. I hope without sharing with y'all, it'll be beneficial for you for the evolution of you. Okay. Um, and one last thing, just like I want to say once again, is that don't allow a person to change you or to manipulate you or to coerce you to be a certain way. If you are this certain way, then you are this certain way. It is not your responsibility, but it's the responsibility for that individual or for that group or whatever to accept you for who you are. If they don't accept you for who you are, the hell with them. And I'm just being real about it. I'm just being absolutely real about it. All right. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, y'all. And like always, y'all continue to fight fate with faith. And I will see y'all again on the next episode. Peace out, everybody.
I don't care how long it take to get an op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.